Okay people, you've all seen this before. It's my little trangier I used to cook my meals with whilst I was on the coach, and just like that up. So first things first, I'm just going to heat this bit of water up because I haven't used this tub before, just to clean it out. And we're going to use the bain-marie method and cook some yarrow and make a balm. So while this is heating up, we'll go and get ourselves some yarrow. Okie diddly, right, here we have some yarrow. Now I've only got a little pot, so we can have a pot of yarrow for a pot of cocoa butter to mix. So I don't know the exact ingredients. I'll just cut all that up there. And just chip chop all that up. And there's the yarrow leaves. I think that's about enough. And we go and see how our little tub's getting on. Right, okay, and that's bubbling away nicely. So we'll chuck that water away, because this pot has never been used. We only want it on low anyway. If you go on page 254 and 255, you can see you've got the all the information you need. This is in my favourite book of all time, Knowledge to Forage. And I'll just empty that. 1 second, I'll just go and get rid of this water. Okay then, right, I boiled that water. I forgot to add that bit. You can see that's we've washed out the top. So we had a little tub, if you remember, like this, which I filled with yarrow. And so what I'll do, I'll stick this in, but in the improvised bain-marie, which is, and just hold that up there to keep that level, because it's only on a low heat. We'll just wait for that to dry off because there's a little bit of water in it. And bain-marie, incidentally, means cooking on water, which I learned on a video that I watched for Hugh Fernie Whittingstall on the Cook of the Wild side. So there's the cocoa butter going in. It's on a nice low heat. You can see that melting away. There, melting away, and just push that handle in a bit to level it up. Otherwise you can pull that up and you tilt it, or you can put it level. And we'll turn the heat down in a minute or two, because we don't want a hot heat. We just want that to just simmer away, really, just on a low heat. So once that's melted, I'll put the yarrow in and turn down the heat, and we can leave that for an hour then, and get ready for the next stage of putting them in the jars. As you can see, I've got my jars here. There's 10 there, which is why I'm only doing a small lot. And the yarrow I planted a bit back, and I've got to do it now because I'm going to be using this for my grandchildren. And rather than foraging it and not knowing whether there's any chemicals on it or anything, I know for a fact that's 100% grown in that tub. It hasn't flowered because I planted it too late. I got the seeds too late, but next year it'll be okay and it'll do for now, and I shall have some bigger pots by then. So I'll just pause this for now. Alright then, it took a little longer than I expected. You can see that's pretty much gone now. I should put the regulator on there, so we've got a small flame, to keep that hot. And we'll just add the get onto it. We'll just add that yarrow now. In he goes. Make sure he's all covered. I'm just going to get a something to mix all that in, just nice and chip chopped all up, as Stelly would say. So just equal parts really. I don't know whether you put a lid on this or not, but I'll get all that in there, and I'll leave this now for about an hour. Make sure it's all in the cocoa butter. And I used, incidentally, unrefined, can't see it, unrefined cocoa butter off Amazon. I must learn how to do links. If you're interested, message me and I'll send you a link of what it is. So there we are. There's little jars. A nice little thing to have in your bag, so if you nick your finger or just have a view of the yarrow in there. Leave that for an hour or so now. You can see it's just slightly little bubbles there coming through, and see you in the next step. Right, I just wanted to show you just a quick point. It's only a very light flame there, and as you can see down the side, it's not a vigorous bubble, and then in here you can just see some little bits are reacting with bubbles where it's just breaking down that yarrow nicely. And it's going to be in here for an hour, so at least an hour. I did top up my stove just now because it wasn't full when I started, so, and that'll last now, so just so I point that out. Okay, so we're probably just over an hour, and that's what we got so far. You can see that the yarrow's gone down to nothing, and it's still bubbling away. So you can see that slight flame there. So the old pot's doing the job. Trying to get this stand to work. But so I think I'll strain that out in a minute, and I'll get this stand sorted and have a cup of tea with the hot water. Right, and I've sorted the framework out, and there's our yarrow all nicely sorted. So first things first, we'll just take it off the heat, put the what's it on the out the way. And just as a note, guys, a lot of you see me use these pots. This one has been used for the first time. This is the one I do my cooking on when I'm out. So we'll just strain this off like that. Make sure it all goes in. Okay, see there, it's all gone in. And while we've got this hot water, as you do, make yourself a nice cup of tea. Because I've been on that running machine for the last 40 minutes at least. Anyway, it's all drained away. Just show you there, all drained away in the tub. And just turn that there. And just squeeze out any of the It is a bit hot, so just watch. Be careful there. Bit of womble. And this is like I say, I grew the yarrow because it's been used on my grandchildren, Penny and Bonnie. Are you listening, Penny? Are you sat there? Are you sat there with Bonnie? Well, are you? Right, good. So you'll be able to tell them. And look at the colour of this now. Hope you can see that. And I'm just going to transfer that into the tubs now. I'll just pause that while I get the tubs ready. Right. Here we go. Is that counting? Yes, it is. So we got that much. So I don't know how far this is going to go, but I should get at least one each for the kids. I'll let this set in here because it's cool. And if I did manage to get all the way through, I've got specimen pots here as top ups. So that's one each for the girls and for the grandkids, because Grandpops is always thinking about them. And there we go. I'm going further than I thought it would. But these are only little pots. So if you've got dry skin, got a bee sting, anything like that, little cut, this is the stuff you want. Good for the skin. Well, the cocoa butter on its own is good enough for the skin. I'll just put the last of it in here. See how far it goes. Probably not that far, to be fair. That's half. And there we go. Looks like a specimen, doesn't it? But you can put that in boiling water to soften it up and then tip it back in the jars. Thanks for watching. And that just about wraps it up. Thanks for watching, and get yourself a Knowledge to Forage book out of Amazon. And thanks for watching.